educators, you're welcome to another online webinar, and I am your host, Phaeeemah for Tech Teachers. And our topic for this webinar is how to use QR codes in teaching and learning. QR codes in the classroom. Thank you very much for signing up. Let's plunge in. Okay, quickly look at the pictures on the right. Have you seen this symbol before? QR codes can be found everywhere. You can see some of the items here. They can be found on food items, on electronic gadgets, electronic games, our items at home, even on books we borrow from library. You can see this symbol on it. So quick response codes, also known as QR code, was discovered by Japanese in order to be able to track vehicles made. QR codes can now be used as a resource in education, businesses, commercials, adverts. Okay, here is my dancing process. This is going to put us through what are the benefits of QR codes in education. Now, the benefits of QR codes in education are limitless. They can be used to unlock content, like I said earlier, contents that we do not see, activities or responses. They can be used to unlock badges or prizes, support community projects, conduct scavenger hunts. I'm going to explain that later in this slide. It can also be used to create individualized instruction. Now, what do you mean by individualized instruction? That is putting learners in charge of their learning, giving them the ability to detect where they need help or support from their teachers. Ideas for QR codes in the classroom. Now, what do you think you can do with QR code in the classroom? You can use it to create handouts with links to websites, links to PDF formats, links straight to YouTube clips. I could create a video, send to my YouTube channel and ask my learners to go there and watch it, label equipment with detailed information, create code to show answers to questions, link to map locations, and even get travel information. Make a QR scavenger hunt, add interactivity to books. Now, when you look at labeling equipment with detailed information, for instance, if I am a lab technician and I want my learners to understand what each equipment can be used for, I could create a QR code. I don't have all the space to enter all the details, so I could create a QR code and then tell my learners to scan it with their device. This is mostly good in BYOD classroom, that's bring your own device classrooms, whereby learners come in with their device. So I could tell them to go around and scan the QR codes so that they get to know what each equipment is used for. And also it can use to add interactivity to books. We're going to see that in the next slide. Okay, quickly, this is an example of adding QR codes to Word documents to check students' work. So you can see the teachers can create code and add to pages of their learners' books or textbooks explaining what the concept is all about. This is also good in book clubs. Let's say, for example, there's a book I want my learners to review. I can create a QR code on it and then they can scan it to know more about the book, and then when they read it, we can come to class to discuss it. Sometimes your learners may not want to read a book because they don't know what it's all about, but the QR code gives more information, more detailed information, like a summary about the book that will make them want to read the book. This is another thing that learners can do with QR code. Create a virtual museum. Inviting parents in for a celebration or virtual museum, you can place QR codes on the images or objects and invite parents to scan them. You can have it linked to a voice recording, Word document or website. So you can see the picture on the right. That is a mini museum created by pupils in Basic 5. So they invited their parents to come and see what they have created. Now, QR codes can be used both in primary schools and secondary schools. It all depends on the creativity of the teacher, how you are able to make your learners to maximize the benefit that QR codes offer. So you can see the picture over there, how the learners are able to create a mini museum, and then they created codes and attach to the picture so the parents could scan and get more information. Okay, let's proceed. Yes, book recommendations. So QR codes can lead to book reviews or recommendations from other students. The codes can be on a poster or on the book itself. I explained it when I talked about what you can use QR codes to do in a book review club, where the teachers can create a QR code about a book she wants her learners to read, and together they can discuss it in the classroom. Connecting to parents. Another way you can use QR code is by connecting to parents after a great lesson or activity. You could share a QR code video with parents. Now you can create this video. I'm going to teach you how to create a video with QR codes, audio records, text messages, contact, a lot of things in another video. This video is just simply telling us what QR codes entails, the benefits, and what we can use it for, ideas that we can use it in the classroom. Now, I used to wonder how schools of nowadays do their open days. Now, if you go to some schools, some big schools, they like to make their open day very, very interesting, that parents always look forward to. And one of the things they do is by creating a scavenger hunt. Now, this scavenger hunt is that they create QR codes of activities they've done in their classroom by each learner in their classroom. So they tell the parents, why don't you go around and scan what your learners are doing in school? Scan what your ward is doing, what her friends are or his friends are doing in the classroom. So you just take your device, you go around, you see their paintings, you see their creativity, you see their drama, you listen to their voice record, maybe about a book, a topic, or contribution to class. It could be a class project that they worked on together with her colleagues or his colleagues. It could be on a lot of things you do in school that parents will find it very interesting, especially seeing that their learners are especially seeing that their ward, their kids are moving on well with their colleagues. You know, it creates a kind of team spirit among learners. This is a 21st century skills that we teachers and parents need to work together to help our learners to develop. Here we are, QR code scavenger hunt. This seems to be my favorite QR code activity, scavenger hunts. Create a scavenger hunt and students must seek out the QR codes that are posted in a given area. They use the codes to go to information to answer a question or find a clue. Then they find the code. Now, as a teacher, you could create a kind of puzzle game or quiz or any interesting topic or any topic in any subject you take. You could create a code on it and tell your learners to go around and scan it. You could paste the code around your classroom. Now, when you create this code, you can print it out and laminate it and paste it around the school or your classroom, and then you tell your learners, okay, now question 1, it says, who is the person or who is that national icon that is found on 10 naira notes? And they'll just go, oh, it's Alvan Ikoku. Alright, look for him. So they go around because they're all encoded, so they try to scan. If they scan this one, they see it's Tafa Valera, no. They scan another one, they see it's Amedu Bello, no. They scan until they see the real person or the right answer to the question. So there are lots of ways you can use this activity. It could be an English class to say, okay, you can tell me what is the opposite of sad, and somebody just shouts happiness. That's happy. Opposite of sad is happy. Alright, good. I have encoded it in one of the codes you see around in your classroom. You can go around and scan it. You know, they take their device and they go around and they scan it. So like I said earlier on, it depends on the school. If the school allows their learners to use devices, then there are a lot of things you can do. But the teacher must be in control of this device. The school must be in control. They must have a program that monitors the activities of these learners on the device. So before you can start using devices in your school, there are a lot of rules and regulations you need to put in place and ensure parents that their words are safe with the device. Alright, these are great websites to use: www.qrstuff.com, vocaroo.com, dropbox.com. Now at QRstuff is web-based. That means it does not have an app. You can't download it. You go to the website, sign up, create a login, and then you can jump into creating your beautiful QR code. It allows you to create colored QR codes. And another thing is that with qrstuff.com, you need to be a member. Although there's a free version for teachers and learners, but it also has a paid version whereby you can enjoy more benefits and more features in creating your QR code. So you can jump in and start creating your videos, audios, pictures, messages, and encode it, share it with your classroom. Ensure to print it out, laminate it if you want to do scavenger hunts, so that you can paste it in your classroom. Okay, here are my learners. They are as excited as I am. It's time for class activity. I'm going to give you a comprehension, and I expect you all to create QR codes with it. Okay, Tech Teacher Phaeeemah, let's plunge in. Yeah, let's plunge in. So are you as excited as my learners? If you are, jump into this assignment I'm going to give you and start creating your QR codes. But you will be able to attempt this activity after my next video, where I will teach you how you can go about creating the QR code. Actually, that is going to be a practical class. So I'm going to create a video, a how-to video on how you can go about creating the QR code with your smartphones and system or any device you're using. Okay, here we have the assignment. It's a comprehension, so I'm gonna try to read it. Naval architect never claimed that a ship is unsinkable, but the sinking of the passenger and car ferry Estonia in the Baltic surely should never have happened. It was well designed and carefully maintained. It carried the proper number of lifeboats. It had been thoroughly inspected the day of its fatal voyage. Yet, hours later, the Estonia rode over and sank in a cold, stormy night. It went down so quickly that most of those on board, caught in their dark, floating cabins, had no chance to save themselves. Of those who managed to scramble overboard, only 139 survived. So, I want you to read the rest, complete it, and see how you can generate coded questions using QR code. You could pick up to 10 or 20 different critical thinking questions for your learners. Create a code for it, ask them to scan it, read the passage, and answer it. So I'm going to show you example. I've created code for this passage, and I'm going to show you in my next video how I created it and how you can create yours too. So I will expect you to answer the question that is after my next video. Create your own code, and let's see how you can utilize it in the classroom. Now, this is just an intro to QR code. If you visit my website, I have a full course on QR codes, and it comes with lots of resources and videos that explain in detail what QR codes entail. So visit www.techteachers.com to explore more of our online tech courses. And you can also submit your QR codes assignment at plungeinwithtechteachers@gmail.com. So I hope I'm going to see a lot of assignments submitted to my mail, and I'll get across to you feedback. Thank you so much for signing up. I remain your host, Phaeeemah, Plunge into Tech, and I created an ebook on this video course, which I'm going to share with all of you free, so that you can go through it and still have some points from this video. Thank you so much for signing up, and if you have any questions, please send it to me at plungingtotech with phaeeemah.com, and I'll attend to it.